Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Prosper Goddess. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's just jump right into it. Holy Spirit, the Most High God, the Heaven's Throne, I invite you in. Clear, direct, and correct messages from our beautiful collective. What will be the energy that I'll be reading for today? Hope you guys are doing well. Clear, direct, and correct messages. What's going on with my beautiful collective? What is the energy? The Holy Spirit, the Most High God, the angels, the Heaven's Throne. I invite you in to protect my vibe, protect my energy, and give me clear, direct, and correct messages. What is the energy for today from our beautiful collective? What is the energy? What is the energy from our beautiful collective? Thank you, Holy Spirit. What is the energy from our beautiful collective? Let's see what's going on here. All right. We're going to clarify with some tarot really quickly after we get this oracle out to really dig deeper into what's going on, okay? What is the energy? And I'll be reading today from our beautiful collective. Holy Spirit, what is the energy? Let's see. What is the energy? Holy Spirit, what is the energy? Okay. We got grow up and patience, autonomy, empowerment, and self-confidence. Okay. So this energy of this collective is not, okay? You're not letting somebody get to you. You're just not letting somebody get to you. And with this veil being here, this is your divine protection. This is you understanding why you came into this world. This is you understanding the path. This is you understanding your abilities, your power. This is you understanding that you are a force to be reckoned with. This is you even understanding the shadow self, the darkness of what you had to go through as well. So it's like you've took the time out to do the inner research, the inner healing, the inner dialogue between you and the Most High God, the inner dialogue between you and your ancestors, maneuvering through any webs of entanglement, of lies, of destruction, of weakness. And it allowed you to actually grow up and be more patient, even when things are looking dissatisfying, right? It's like you are somebody that the patience that you have with yourself, the patience that you have with the divine is allowing your growth to be seen as well as felt, right? You could be wise beyond your years. That could be definitely a thank you, Holy Spirit. That's a thing that a lot of people may label you as somebody that is wise beyond your years. You don't think like anybody. You don't move like anybody else. What you would have went through, somebody else would have crashed and burned type of energy. But here you are empowering. You are an empowerment, right? The divine is saying that you are needed. Wherever you are in your life right now, you are needed. In spite of a lot of people that try to isolate you or want to be your enemies or want to be sneaky or want to be malicious or manipulative towards you, the fact that you have self-confidence and patience and you actually grew up is now coming to a point of clarity where you understand where that exiled, oddball type of energy people try to project onto you comes from. And it's simply because of you being in the room shatters whatever premature energy or just any type of stagnation, any type of denial. And like I said, you come as a person that is highly blessed, highly favored. It says excessive control, avoid manipulative tactics. Yeah, you ain't here to play no games. You're not here to be a clown. You're not here to pussyfoot around any situation. You come direct, you come clear, and you come ready to not only address situations, but you also come with solutions, right? There's somebody in your life that may be close to you or no longer in your life. You had to cut ties because this energy of these people outside of you, they wanted control without doing the grow up. They wanted rewards without actually doing the work. They wanted the healing, they wanted the love without actually implementing and taking the time out, like I said, like you've done, to grow patience with yourself, to have that inner dialogue with their higher self, with the Most High God, with angels, even with your shadow self, even with the demons, right, that you had to heal out of, that you had to disassociate yourself with, right? So at the end of the day, this energy is saying it's them, not me. Whoever this person is, they saying it is them, it is not me. It's not me. This person's not taking accountability for no bull crap. They're not. Okay? Like I said, they understand that they were meant to be seen. They were meant to be shown. They were meant to be loved. They were meant to be taken care of. And this person does not care. Okay? Okay, this person does not strive to be a perfectionist. This person does not strive to look innocent. This person does not strive to be right. But other people on the outside looking in could be looking at this energy like, yes, they are. They think they're a goody two shoes. They think they're just so powerful. But in all reality, it's more so you're gaining a lot of clarity in every situation, the good and the bad. You're gaining a lot of strength in areas in your life that you were prepared for spiritually, physically, and emotionally and mentally, and there's also getting clarity and getting strength from situations that are coming towards you and showing up as you elevate. Either way it goes, you're having patience with whatever decision or whatever dynamic, whatever circumstance or whatever environment that you are placed in. You can adapt well to your habitat as well as things that aren't your habitat, and that makes you extremely powerful weapon when it comes to protection, when it comes to blessing others, when it comes to protection of others as well as yourself, when it comes to enlightenment of yourself as well as others. And this energy is just realizing, like, you know what, it's a time and place for everything. Everything's a season, reason, lesson, or blessing. That was one of these. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This was one of the things that this energy could have struggled with in the beginning, knowing when to let go, knowing when to leave, knowing when you have overstayed your welcome spiritually or emotionally or even mentally, okay, communication wise, knowing when to be quiet, knowing when to speak up, right? A lot of these things were transitioning for these people that's in this collective energy, right? And at the end of the day, what it says, unsound and addicted, break the cycle of addiction, right? So a lot of you could have been addicted to the outcome, addicted to getting that closure from your secret enemies, from hidden traps, from, trying to figure out why, and you're realizing why not you, right? And that was something that the enemy, the Dark Kingdom, was not ready for, right? They were too busy banking on this energy to not grow up, to be a victim, to still be like a child. Okay, your trauma could have been abandonment, your trauma could have been no one's coming to save you, right? But you have some self-actualization. You're realizing, why not? Let's go. Why not go through this? Why not come alive in a time of fear, even though you don't have fear? You've been there, done that. You're like, why not test how I'm going to stay in my routine? Yeah, let's test how I'm going to stay on top of spiritual things, mental things, financial things, relationships. Yeah, I do need to be tested. Because I want to prove how much I've mastered something. So right now, this energy is in a cycle of implementing their mastery, implementing their pattern recognition, initiating forward movement without any level of permission. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You're moving forward without any level of permission. You're like, this energy is like, you're like, I'm not asking. I'm going to do it. No more overly staying in. Some of you guys, thank you, Holy Spirit, you could have been in this loop of just planning, but no action. You're not doing that anymore. You said what you're going to do, and you're actually doing it. You're saying what you're going to work on. You're still being patient. You know that your life is so grand, right? That could have been a stumbling block. You were your own worst critic, right? Because it says reject imposter syndrome, right? So at the end of the day, you're realizing that a lot of these situations is because of your lack, your abandonment issues, emotional baggage, projections of others. You're realizing where you took fault at. That's why this energy is unstoppable, because they understand, like, wait, I played a part in it too, or wait, I'm allowing myself to be subjected to this. Wait, this is triggering something that's within me, right? But a lot of people that are this person's enemies, your enemies, they don't know how to handle this situation because they're still in that premature, immature energy. It is the collective. The collective is not saying it's them. You're saying, what do I need to do? How do I get out of it? How can I lift this vibration? So now, with destroy and be affected, transformation. You've let something crash and burn. This is like a spiritual, suicide mission, where it's like, in order to get through this, I gotta allow it to be destroyed. In order to get to this, in order to realize something, I have to see if it'll stand on its own. And you realized that you were being affected by holding on to these unhealthy relationships, even unhealthy relationships, not necessarily with people, with things, with environments, with the mentality. You've cut ties with unhealthy relationships. It started off learning how to cope, learning how to balance, still do you. And this energy could have had unhealthy relationships, but still didn't let go of, it's time to grow up, it's time to heal, it's time to have patience, it's time to have self-confidence, it's time to believe in myself, it's time to gain that connection with the Most High God, my ancestors, my angels, ascended masters, etc., right? Then coming to a self-realization that you are not perfect, you are worth it, right? While still holding on to these unhealthy relationships, but not letting go of who you are, until the divine knocked on the door one day and told this collective energy, you have allowed them to ride your coattails as long as you could. Because out here, the collective could have thought, as well as, if this is, thank you, Holy Spirit, if this unhealthy relationship goes with people as well, not things, environments, or vices. This message is specifically, the one I'm about to say, is connected to people, right? You could have said, thank you, Holy Spirit. You thought that you could, okay, I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to glow up. I'm going to, heal. And you thought it was going to trickle down. That could have been in the premature stage of this spiritual journey. Thinking that these unhealthy relationships would see you being better, see you forgiving, seeing you move forward, seeing you live life, seeing you live beyond the transgressions, to see you live beyond the passive aggression, to see you continue to live beyond the anger thrown at you, to see you live and progress and prosper in spite of whatever dilemma that these unhealthy relationships that you are attached to with people got to witness, and it did not trickle down. And that could have made you feel destroyed. That could have crushed you. Seeing that no one was willing to face that, in spite of watching you do it. in spite of watching you grow up, in spite of watching you move forward, in spite of you taking everything that you go through and use it as a stepping stone to become better. Unapologetically speaking what you've been through, speaking on your trauma, speaking on your truth to these people. It did not trickle down. So you let it be destroyed. You realize you were the backbone to something unhealthy while being affected by it, while they're trying to disrupt and destroy the path you were trying to lead these people down. Or making it more difficult than the path need to be. Shattering the path. Leading you into an area of feeling like you don't know what you're doing now. The divine said no. Because that would just mean that these people are role playing. It says role playing and storytelling. And some of these people with this storytelling and role playing, somebody is being destroyed and being affected because they thought that your healing was just another day in the gossip chat, another day on the gossip hotline, another day of just gossiping around in their homes. They thought that it was just another day of mocking you. And how they're the real healed one. They're the real, that could have definitely been a situation too. Until you let something be destroyed where everybody has to fend for themselves. And this energy of these people, this is specifically people in these places, don't know how to bounce back without you now. Give me one more. Yeah, you followed your heart. You followed your soul's whispers. You followed that inner dialogue. You'll find a way to be healthy in your spiritual journey and your spiritual path. This is beautiful, right? A lot of, I don't want to sound cliche, but this person, these people in this energy, you can feel the shift, you can feel the transition, you can feel that even if you don't tangibly have the possibilities yet, you can feel and you can sense the possibilities. You can, it's not this dark cloud just weighing you down. You can sense that the change is coming. You can sense that things are slowly making movement, slowly gaining motion, slowly gaining, progress. And that's what it always was about. And it just so happened that the blessings and the prosperity and the abundance and the love just come with it. But you wanted progression, you wanted change, so you became the change, right? And you were focused. You were focused, okay? You were focused. You embraced the challenges to propel you to move forward. Somebody could definitely be upset at the collective because they're stuck. They can't, quite frankly, get over this this timeline. They could have convinced themselves that you were the problem at one point in time. Could have said that you were controlling, you were manipulative when you genuinely wanted this person to grow, genuinely wanted this person to heal. You wanted everybody around you that you knew deep down inside with your intuition and your discernment to heal with you, to grow with you. A lot of people judged you. A lot of people judge you right to this day. A lot of people feel like they know you because of what's the outside. A lot of people feel like hello? I'm recording right now, baby. All right, baby. I'll call you back, baby. All right, bye. Love you, bye. Okay. My bad, y'all. But, you know, what is the grow up and patience mean here? Grow up and patience, yeah. Victory as well as good news is on the horizon. Victory and good news is on the horizon. I know that's right, collective. I know that's right. Good news, good things, good cycles, good everything is happening. Good news is on the way. This is champion. Champion. The collective, you are the champion. You are literally, and with Spotlight being here, you are the champion. The spotlight may look different for all of the people that are in this beautiful energy. The spotlight may look different, but regardless, good news and victory and overcoming, awards, accolades. This is genuinely a celebration of everything you've been through, and you can look back and say that it was a reward in it, because the reward is you got the power, you got the strength, you got the essence, and you got your groove back. Absolutely. What is the spotlight here? And self-actualization. You don't care to look perfect. You don't care to look like you have it all together. You exit out of that matrix mentality. You don't care to look like you have everything together. You don't care to look like you're above and better, because everybody that has done that to this energy, they always get humbled. And it's never by you. And that's where the inner hatred comes from. It be the divine. Yeah, you're not feeling sorry for yourself. Like I said, going back to that energy, you realize that this is a challenge. You had inner conflict, inner changes that needed to be done. And even though it was painful, you felt that it was only right. This energy did not come to play. They don't need nobody's permission. Okay? Make you feel bad for winning is what I'm saying as well here. You don't even look at it like winning. You look at it like growth. Literally, with grow up being here, self-empowerment, you look at it like knowing better, doing better, trying my best, and still going through the ups and downs of life, but still keeping my best foot forward, head on straight, keeping my nose clean type of energy. What's this? Destroy? Yeah, arrogance. Weighing you down. Somebody was really arrogant. I said they had to pull their own weight. And the weight ain't pulling. Okay? Somebody is feeling burdened. Somebody's energy is being burdened. Weighed down. And this person doesn't want to admit that they need your energy. This person doesn't want to admit that you are the one that just knew how to handle it. I know how to handle it. Ooh, a responsibility, a task, 10 of wands. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic. Right? Somebody can no longer run. The Knight of Wands is in and out, flighty energy, unstable. This person's trying to run from their problems, baby. They're trying to run from their problems. They're trying to run. You left them with the mess that they wanted that they wanted you to be affected by. How about that? Congratulations. What's the focus? You left them with the mess that's supposed to hold you down. Right? Your ships are coming in, as well as good news and travel here. Right? And this is still a secret. Okay, with the Two of Swords being here, this is still a secret. Yep, travel. This is still a secret. And this is you. You don't need to make a decision. You don't need to think twice about this, okay? Because right now, the past is trying to interfere. So there's something going on with you traveling, with you moving forward, where you changing locations, like somebody is even confused. They don't know what to think, because in the past you could have been one place and now you're somewhere else. So that could be a situation as well here, trying to figure out where you at in life, right? What's the update? What's the verdict with this situation? But nope, you're moving forward, baby. And you